everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hollyoaks' Cleo McQueen and Sienna Blake are set to face a major backlash next week amid their new budding romance. Viewers were surprised and delighted when Cleo and Sienna shared a surprise kiss last month as they worked together to bring down Cleo's abusive ex Abe Fielding. But while it was clear that both women were interested in one another, other matters took priority, and they didn't get the chance to talk properly about their feelings. This week, Sienna returned from a half-term holiday with her twins, and she and Cleo were happy to see each other again. As they continue to grow closer this week, they take a big step forward when Cleo decides to ask Sienna to be her date to an event in the village. In scenes that will air next week, Perry Lomax decides to share some confidential information with Cleo, with the pair's bond growing after being torn apart by Abe. Hollyoaks confirms shock proposal in mysterious therapist plot. Perry and Cleo get excited when they look at booking a holiday to Bali, after it was assumed that Cleo was traveling in Bali during the missing year, when she was actually being held captive in the village. But Cleo jokes about never returning home from her holiday, and Sienna seems a little deflated by her comments. Meanwhile, Jess Blake agrees to go away on holiday with John Paul McQueen, but he grows concerned when he hears that Sienna is going on a date with Cleo. He was responsible for Abe's death, and with Cleo previously pledging to find out who Mercedes McQueen is taking the fall for, Jess naturally won't be too happy to see his daughter pursuing a relationship with her. Hollyoaks star calls out acting elitism amid government visit. Having promised her son Jez that she would intervene, Martha Kane checks in on Sienna and Cleo's romantic date in the hutch. But she isn't alone, as Myra and Prince McQueen are shocked to learn that Cleo is dating a woman, so they also show up to check in with their fellow McQueen. Things soon get heated between Myra and Martha as they each try to defend their families. Will this chaos disrupt Cleo and Sienna's romance before it's even begun? In the latest dramatic turn of events in Channel 4's beloved soap opera Hollyoaks, Cleo and Sienna are set to face a significant backlash following the development of their controversial new romance. This unexpected coupling has stunned fans, leaving them divided and wondering what's next for these two complex characters, whose relationship dynamics are already the subject of intense scrutiny. The pairing of Cleo and Sienna seemed improbable to many, especially considering the complicated histories they share with other key characters in the village. However, their bond is starting to take shape, and with it comes a wave of reactions that could change everything for both characters. From the very beginning, Hollyoaks has been known for its unpredictable plot twists and bold character decisions, and the romance between Cleo and Sienna is no exception. Cleo, a character who has endured much in her time on the show, has always been a fan favorite due to her resilience, humor, and depth. Her journey has been filled with love, heartbreak, and personal growth, and now, her budding relationship with Sienna promises to add a new layer of drama to her story. Sienna, on the other hand, is one of the show's most complicated characters. Known for her fiery spirit, unpredictable behavior, and tumultuous past, Sienna has often been at the center of the village's most explosive storylines. Her connection with Cleo has been slow to develop, but is now one of the most talked about pairings in recent times. As their relationship begins to bloom, the reaction from the residents of Hollyoaks is anything but welcoming. While some viewers have expressed support for the pair, others are questioning the wisdom of their romance, given their personal histories and the relationships they have previously been involved in. Cleo and Sienna are both formidable individuals in their own right, but the union between them has quickly become a source of conflict, not only for themselves, but for the wider community as well. Fans have been left wondering whether this relationship will be a source of empowerment and growth for both women, or whether it will only lead to more heartache and drama. One of the primary sources of the backlash stems from the history both Cleo and Sienna have with their former partners. Cleo, who has had a long and complicated romantic history, finds herself caught between her feelings for Sienna and the ties she still has to the people from her past. Similarly, Sienna's relationships have always been fraught with tension and conflict, making her new romance with Cleo all the more contentious. The residents of Hollyoaks, many of whom have known these two women for years, are understandably skeptical about whether this new romance is truly in their best interests or simply another impulsive decision that could end in disaster. The village, as viewers know, is never short on gossip, and Cleo and Sienna's newfound connection has set tongues wagging. People are already speculating about the potential fallout, with many wondering whether this relationship will lead to further betrayals, hurt feelings, or perhaps even a scandal that could tear the community apart. Hollyoaks has a long history of scandalous romances that have upended characters' lives, and this one is shaping up to be no different. Fans of the show are eagerly anticipating how the drama will unfold, especially with the prospect of other characters getting involved and complicating things even further. One of the most vocal critics of the relationship has been Diane, who has known Cleo for many years. Diane, who has always been a supportive figure in Cleo's life, is torn by the prospect of Cleo becoming involved with someone as unpredictable as Sienna. Her protective instincts as a friend and mother figure have led her to express concern about the potential dangers of this relationship, both emotionally and physically. Diane fears that Cleo could be setting herself up for more pain and disappointment, as she has seen firsthand how Sienna's romantic entanglements often end in chaos. While Diane's intentions come from a place of love and concern, her disapproval of Cleo and Sienna's relationship has only added fuel to the fire, leading to even more tension between the characters. Meanwhile, the romantic developments between Cleo and Sienna have also drawn the ire of several other residents of Hollyoaks, particularly those who have their own unresolved issues with the pair. Friends and family members of both women are questioning their motives and wondering whether their feelings for one another are genuine or merely a response to their personal struggles. Some have even suggested that their relationship is being driven by a desire to rebel against their respective pasts, rather than an authentic connection. These accusations of rebellion and impulse only serve to complicate matters, as Cleo and Sienna are forced to defend their actions and confront the fact that their romance is being scrutinized by almost everyone around them. The role of external pressure in Cleo and Sienna's relationship cannot be underestimated. In a village like Hollyoaks, where everyone knows everyone else's business, the couple finds themselves under intense scrutiny from both the public and their closest friends. The gossip surrounding their romance has created a toxic atmosphere, with people taking sides and accusing each other of being too judgmental or too lenient. The tension between Cleo and the rest of the characters is palpable, as she attempts to navigate her feelings for Sienna, while also trying to maintain her relationships with those she cares about. Sienna, too, is facing pressure from various sources, including her own insecurities and doubts about whether this new romance is truly what she wants or if it's just another attempt to escape her troubled past. In the midst of this chaos, Cleo and Sienna must decide whether to follow their hearts or listen to the voices of doubt and caution around them. Their love story, which began as a quiet spark between two women who had been through their fair share of hardship, has now become a public spectacle. The pressure to prove their love to the people around them and to justify their decisions is immense. As the story continues to unfold, viewers will be left wondering whether Cleo and Sienna can overcome the backlash and find happiness together, or if their romance will be another chapter in a series of complicated and heartbreaking relationships in Hollyoaks. What is clear, however, is that the backlash they are facing is only just beginning. The more their relationship develops, the more resistance they will encounter, not just from the outside world, but from themselves as well. With Cleo's personal growth at the forefront of the show, viewers are eager to see how she will cope with the pressures placed on her. Likewise, Sienna's journey is one of self-discovery and redemption, and this new romance could be the catalyst for a dramatic transformation, or it could push her further into the chaos she has often found herself in. Ultimately, the relationship between Cleo and Sienna challenges the boundaries of what has been expected of these two women, as well as the dynamics of love and loyalty in Hollyoaks. Whether it succeeds or fails, Their story is sure to have far-reaching consequences for both of them and the community they call home. As they continue to navigate the minefield of personal conflict, judgment, and self-doubt, the residents of Hollyoaks are left to watch and wait to see if Cleo and Sienna's love can withstand the storm that is sure to come. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Hollyoaks Update YouTube channel for more update news.